Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. Okay, guys, we're back to talk about Vanderpump Rules. And yes, there's a lot to get into, especially because Tom Sandoval is revealing the real reason that he won't move out. Uh, it doesn't stop there. We have a lot, literally. Breathe in, breathe out. Before we jump in, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. All right, guys. So with the whole Tom Sandoval of it all and Ariana Maddox or Ariana Maddox, whatever you want to call her, I've asked her multiple times. She said, call me Ariana, call me Ariana. I just know that we can call her sweet and not a villain. Yeah. Here we go. Think it a reality blurb. Ariana Maddox revealed a cringy gift that Tom Sandoval gave to Rachel, or formerly known as Raquel, amid her stint in treatment after the airing of the premiere episode of Vanderpump Rules on Tuesday. Now, as Sandoval explained the real reason that he refused to move out of their $2 million home and accused Ariana of being performative with her anger, Ariana shared what her ex gifted his former mistress, while also suspecting that Billy Lee, we talked about this, was living in their home. We don't have separate mailboxes, so I'm not like going through stuff, but something comes and you're like, oh, is that for me? Oh, no, it's coming from somewhere in Arizona. Because Sandoval and Raquel remained in touch throughout their time in treatment, Ariana often came across their correspondence while also learning new details in regards to their sordid affair from those previously close to her ex. People who used to be friends with him started sending me all kinds of things like info and text messages and pictures of them in St. Louis and all of this stuff because they were like, I'm not friends with him anymore. I fucking hate him. So here's everything that I know. And according to Ariana, she suspects that Raquel was sending things to their house because she didn't realize that she was a co-owner of her and Sandoval's home. There's one thing that I saw. I'm struggling to talk about it because it's so cringe. I think it was like after she stopped wanting to talk to him or something. He got one of those lamps that like I have one and you have one and it's like a Bluetooth or something like that. Like if I go touch it, where I am, I'll turn on where you are. Kind of described saying like, oh my God, I can't. So apparently it's a lamp. Like if I touch it, like a Bluetooth lamp. If I have one and you have one, if I touch it, it'll turn it on where you are. It's actually a great business model. So although Sandoval said that he was very careful to keep his packages to Raquel hidden, he confirmed that they were definitely communicating in the weeks leading up to filming on Vanderpump Rules season 11. He said, we'd send each other letters and stuff like that. Her lightning bolt postcard was sent like a month before. I don't know what she was thinking sending that to my address. She's like, I don't know what I was thinking. It was my first time out. She had left the facility. They had gone out somewhere and she got a postcard. And I was like, well, I can't find it. In addition to revealing that he sent Raquel candy and saying that he learned how to write and stamp wax and would put sparkles in envelopes, Sandoval confirmed his cringy gift to his ex. He said, I sent her one of these lights where, like, if I turn it a certain color, it changes. Like, we can communicate through these lights. I was very much in love. Now, during another segment of the after show, Ariana and Sandoval's living arrangements were discussed. He said, I didn't move out because all those bills will be coming out of my accounts. I knew that if I moved out, she would probably have a friend move in and nothing would happen. So we're both so busy. Even when this happened, she's traveling around working like crazy and I'm leaving, I'm touring. And I swear there were times like where nobody was in that house for like weeks at a time. Now, Sandoval also could not afford to get another place. It's one of those things where I feel like it was more of a bigger deal to everybody else than it was to us. While Ariana has seemed to be quite irate with him at times, and deservedly so, Sandoval suspected that she's not angry or as angry as she portrays herself to be, even suggesting that her emotions are more performative. I feel like she really went out of her way to dehumanize me, but it feels more performative than anything because at the end of the day, if she thinks I'm like this serial killer, then why is she okay living with me?
I feel like on some level, she trusted me and felt safe with me being there than her being alone in that house. After stating that the respectable thing for Sandoval to do would have been for him to accept Raquel's offer staying at her apartment, Ariana said that Sandoval outright refused to vacate the home even just 2 days after his affair with Raquel was revealed. I think he also felt like all of this stuff happened to him as opposed to him making this stuff happen. And so, because of that belief, he also felt like all of it was very unfair. So, I think that was part of the reason that he was like digging his heels in and throwing parties and doing whatever else, because it was like almost like a kid throwing a tantrum. It was weird, but then there were parts of it that weren't so bad. The primary bedroom being as it is kind of set me up to be in a place where I could potentially be in there and have everything that I needed and not really feel like I was having to uproot or do anything that made me feel uncomfortable. But still, Ariana felt out of the loop with what was going on in the rest of her residence, even admitting that I think Billy Lee literally lives in my house right now. So luckily, she maintained a positive outlook about the future division of her assets, saying, I lived through what I thought was my worst case scenario, and I learned I can do anything. So I can live in an annoying living situation for 2 months if it means that I am setting up my future for me in a good way. And that's something that a lot of people were wondering about, because people have been asking time and time again, is she doing the right thing? Is it what she should be doing? What is going on? Like, so many people have had opinions on this, and I think that they're valid opinions. But also, speaking of opinions, you guys know that Lala Kent is full of them, and I am going to play you a clip so you can see for yourself. Here we go.
Kristen Doute on the show. You know you're not happy with it.
Did she say something?
I did say you were coming on, and she did. She messaged me something. If you want me to read it,
I would love for you to read it.
I'm sweating.
I can't
Oh my god!
wait.
I said I'm having Lala on the show today. Anything you wanted me to ask her? She's like, Lala's mad at me for whatever dumb reason. Sorry.
Okay,
She did
it's all
say that.
good.
She told Brittany that I'm dead to her for not
Correct.
yelling at this chick Gigi from Shaw's.
Okay.
Shaw's of Sunset.
Okay.
When Gigi said something negative about Lala and her parenting, I was doing a live podcast on stage, and I was pregnant.
Kristen Doute knows the ins and outs of what I deal with. And to watch her laugh about someone talk about me as a parent who doesn't know me at all, I will not stand for it. I will claw your eyes out. So yes, she is dead to me. I think Gigi was also making fun of my eyebrows.
What?
And I think
that I won't stand for.
I also wonder what's going on with my eyebrows. And when did I start being able to arch them so high as if I'm
That's
a
fine.
It's very impressive.
All right, so I don't think that this is the end of the world, but I am going to say that I feel like, well, if you're going to sit there and talk about something in a situation where Lala is obviously not comfortable, then what else do you have to say? But on top of that, for Kristen Doute, you know, exercising a little bit of empathy, sympathy, you know, she was going through a very difficult time herself. So I don't know on both ends, but I guess this is the time when I say to you guys, what do you think? Because I want to know, do you guys think that this is something that should be dealt with online, or do you think that this is something that probably should have been dealt with offline? But they are also on, I mean, both respectfully, they're literally on reality TV shows. Guys, go ahead and pop off in the comments. Let me know what you think. Smash that like button, show some love. If you haven't already, do all of the things, and we'll see you in a little bit. Love you. Bye.